we will cover a beautiful topic. For the interview point of view, this topic is very important, that is Java serialization, de-serialization and externalization. So first of all, we will cover what is serialization and what is de-serialization. So first of all, we have to get the clarity about the concept of serialization. Suppose there is an object. Let object, already we know that it's a memory. Let's suppose this object is OB1. This object, let having two property, one is x and one is y. Let x value is 100 and y value is 200. Now, the state of an object. What do you mean by state? State means the property, what the object is containing, property x is 100, y is 200. Now, the state of an object, I want to save in a file. So, the process in which the state of an object we are saving into a file, so that is called as serialization. This is the in general definition, but actually the definition is when we are declaring an object. So this object is in Java supported form. That Java supported form is converting into file supported form or network supported form. So this part is called as serialization. So the state of an object is changing, and in which from this file we can perform read operation from this file. That means file supported form is again converting into Java supported form. From this file, if we can perform a read operation, I want to that object, the state of an object, that is x is 100, y is 200, from this file, then this is called as de-serialization. So what is serialization and what is de-serialization? Now, internally, some writing operation and reading operation is arising, but that operation we will do explicitly. I have an object. That object is suppose OB1 containing property that is x is 100, y is 200. I will perform write operation. I will show you how to perform write operation. By performing write operation, the object property will save into a file. Let the file name is abc.ser file. Serialization context, the file extension name is .ser file, but this is not mandatory option. So any file we can consider, but as per the documentation, so serialization context file extension name is suppose .ser. So the property of an object now I am saving into a file. That means that property x and y. So I will write in this file. So that means so when this object we have, so that is in Java supported form. So when that object is in Java supported form, and when that property is saving in a file, that means that object in Java supported form converting into what file supported form. So this process is known as serialization. The state of an object is changing, and from this file, if we will perform a read operation, if I want to get that object from that file, so that is known as serialization. That means it is a process. File supported form is converting into again Java supported form. Suppose I have a balloon. I have to send that balloon to my kid. I am staying in Bhubaneswar. My kid is studying in Bangalore. So how I will send that a big balloon? So definitely I will go to a courier service. So in which way the courier service? So they will send the balloon. So they will remove the air from that balloon. So when the courier service team are removing the air from balloon, the and so big balloon converted into what? Small things. So that means that big balloon was in usable form. When the courier service team removed air from balloon, now that balloon is in transport supported form. Okay, so that usable form converted into transport supported form. So that is serialization. Then when my kid got that balloon, and so the hostel warden again so filled the air. So now that balloon is in usable form. Again, transport supported form converted into usable form. So that process is known as deserialization. The same concept here. We have an object. Now I want to save that object property into a file. So in which way that we will do? So that is serialization, and in which way from that file we can get that perfect state of an object, that is deserialization. That means here we have to perform read operation and write operation. So if I will write the definition, so what is serialization and what is deserialization? Serialization definition. So the process of writing state of an object, state of an object to a file is called as serialization, called as serialization. Okay. So actually it is the process. It is the process of converting. It is the process of converting an object. It is the process of converting an object from Java supported form, to file supported form. So this is known as serialization. This is known as serialization. Similarly, what is deserialization? Deserialization. Same way, the process of reading, the process of reading state of an object from a file is called as is known as deserialization. But actually, it is the process of converting. It is the process of converting file supported form to Java supported form. So this is the definition of serialization and deserialization. So I hope everybody got clarity. Serialization and deserialization. The process in which Java supported form is converting into file supported form, that is serialization. The process in which file supported form is converting into Java supported form, that is deserialization. So actually the object we will write into a file, write operation, that is serialization. When we will perform read operation, that is deserialization. Now I will take an example so for better clarity. So we will see serialization and deserialization. Let I have a class. Let's suppose class cat. Suppose any class I can take. Let we have two data member. This is the property. Let x is 100 and let y, the value of y is 200. So cat is a class containing two data member. One is x and one is y. So in this way that I presented. So I will go to another class for main method. Let class serialize example. Let public static void main string args. Now I will create or I will declare a cat object. Let cat c1 equals to new cat. So this c1, this is the object of cat. So now I want to serialize this cat object c1. How? Here some built-in class, some built-in methods I will use, some input output related class, and that is coming from java.io package. First to see for serialization, so what are the built-in classes that I am using? File output stream. File output stream, there is a built-in class name coming from java.io.star package. So let class name object name equals to let new class name file output stream. So what I did, now I created an object of file output stream class, and within bracket, so I will specify my file name. Let my file name is abc.ser. So here I will import corresponding package java.io.star package. So point number one, first I created file output stream object. Then second point is I will create another object output stream. Let my object name is OOS equals to new object output stream. So within bracket, so I will pass FOS. I will explain. Then my first point is I will perform serialization. Serialization means I will perform write operation. The object property I want to write into a file. Then, or in another way that I am saying, that object property that I am saving into a file. So that is serialization. That means I am performing a write operation. So how to perform write operation? So there is a built-in method, a write object method. That method is coming from object output stream class. So that's why that method I will call by object output stream object. So here object output stream object, that is OOS, write object. Object name whatever you can give, that is depend upon you. Write object method, and I will specify C1. C1 is the cat class object. Now you guys remember this three line is representing serialization. First line is representing what? I am creating, I am declaring file output stream object, that is FOS. So I created a file. So file output stream object is representing the creation of a file, but in that file, which file that I have specified, abc.ser. Then in second step, I created an object output stream object. But at the time of declaration of this object output stream, so I within bracket I specified FOS. That means this line linked. Then because FOS means, so in FOS abc.ser file is available. So we have to perform write operation. For performing write operation, so there is a built-in method. That built-in method is write object method. Write object method is coming from object output stream class. So that's why this write object method is invoking by object output stream object. And within bracket, what I specified, C1. What is C1? C1 is the object of type cat. So cat is our class. So C1 object, that we know, object containing class property. So C1, that means a memory. Name of the memory is C1. So property is x equals to 100, y equals to 200. So when this line will execute, that x equals to 100, y equals to 200, so this property will save in abc.ser file. So this representing three line representing serialization. Now we will go to perform de-serialization. So de-serialization is nothing but performing read operation. So from that file, so I want to get that state of an object. So that is deserialization. So for performing deserialization, some classes that I will use, so that is file input stream. File input stream, it is a built-in class name. File output stream, file input stream, object output stream, all are built-in classes coming from java.io package. So file input stream, class name, object name, let my object name is fis equals to new file input stream, this. And here I will write file name, I have to specify, let my file name is abc.scr. Similarly, another object I will declare object input stream, let ois equals to new object input stream, object input stream. So within bracket, so I will write fis. Then I will perform read operation. So another object, suppose I will take cat c2. So object name is ois dot, there is like write object method, there is another method read object. Read object method coming from object input stream class. So that's why it is invoking by object input stream object, that is ois. But here when we will read the state of an object from a file, when after performing serialization x equals to 100, y equals to 100, so that is a file supported for. But when I will read, so I need a typecasting, because typecasting is required. So why typecasting is required? Target type why is specified? Because from the file, so the state of an object have changed. So when that x equals to 100, y equals to 200, if I want to access, so from a file, but when I want to access, when I want to get, so in which form? Java supported form. This is our what? So that type, what? One type of data assigning into another type of variable. That property, that is x equals to 100, y equals to 200, that I want to assign into cat type of objects. Now x equals to 100, y equals to 200, so that is in type file, so that is in file supported form. I want to assign into cat object, so one type of data assigning into another type of variable, so that is typecasting from the beginning that we have studied. So that's why I needed typecasting. So that x equals to 100, y equals to 200, now I want to assign in c2. So c2 is a cat type of object. So the target type is cat. So that means file supported form is converting into Java supported form. So now, so this three line representing deserialization. Create a file input stream object, create object input stream object, then call or invoke read object method. So when write object method we are invoking, so it is performing write operation. Similarly, when read object method we are invoking, then it is performing read operation. Write operation means writing an object. Writing an object means whatever the object containing property, so that property So we will write into a file. That means that property saving into a file. So from that file, when I want to get, when I want to retrieve in the form of object, in the Java supported form, then we are invoking read object method. Read object method is a such method. It is invoking by object input stream object. So now, so everything is ready. So till now I have not written any output statement. So one output statement I can write system.out.println. Okay, system.out.println. So I can write C2. Okay, C2 dot X. If I want to access that value, so by the object, then let it there is a space, suppose, then C2 dot Y. This. So this is my program. So first again I am repeating, I have a class name is cat containing two property. So that is int x equals to 100 into y equals to 200. Then I defined main method. So in main method, so first I declared a cat class object, then I performed serialization, then I performed deserialization, then one output statement I wrote. So based on the output statement, output will come to the picture. Then for completely uh, execute for completely, if I will execute this program, again little bit point that I will add, you remember. So when we are performing serialization and deserialization, so for that whatever we are writing the code, so this code by default throwing checked exception, you remember. So once we are going to write the code for serialization and deserialization. So by default, this code throwing checked exception. So we have to write throws exception. This part we have known. Throws keyword is used to handle checked exception internally. So any exception may arise. So that is automatically that will handle. This is the point number one that you have to remember. And point number two, which object that we are serializing, cat class object, that means cat class C1, the object C1 we are serializing. So that corresponding class, okay, class cat, so that class, so there is a point that you have to remember, class name, that class should implements from serializable interface. So there is a built-in interface. That interface name is serializable interface. So I will write implements serializable. Basically this interface is coming from java.io package. Serializable interface is a built-in interface. Basically it is called as marker interface. So what do you mean by marker interface? You guys remember the interface having no method, it is a such interface, this interface having no method. So that's why this interface is called as marker interface. So the class which is implementing from serializable interface, that class object we can serialize and we can deserialize. Otherwise it is not possible that we can perform serialization and deserialization operation. Okay, so this is my code. Now we will see. So now I will save. So class name is serialize, class name is serialize example dot java, and I will do all files. I will save, go to command prompt. I will compile java c space serialize example dot java. then Java space class name serialize example. You see, I got the output based on the output statement, that is 100 and 200. So I hope you got the clarity. What is serialization and what is deserialization? An object we are performing serialization operation, or an object we are serializing and we are deserializing. Serialization means performing write operation. Overall, what we are observing, deserialization means performing a read operation. How to perform write operation? For that write object method, it is we are invoking read object method, we are invoking for read operation. And another thing is the object whatever we are going to serialize, so the corresponding class must implements serializable interface. Serializable is a such interface, basically it is called as marker interface. Marker interface is a such interface having no methods. So this is all about serialization and deserialization.